Welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're going to make made from scratch chocolate cake and icing. So this video is going to be split into two sections. One is going to be making the cake, the other is going to be making the icing, but both are made completely from scratch. And what you see on the counter right here is going to be the parts you need to make the cake. Later on there'll be a similar counter which shows you everything you need to make the icing. So it's just kind of like I wanted to separate the two just so all the ingredients didn't get mixed together and you get confused with what's being used. So in our first bowl, we're going to take 2 cups of sugar and 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're going to whisk that together. Once we get it all mixed up, we're going to take 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. Now this is a regular unsweetened kind that you get in the little container from the store. And then we're going to mix that in. And then to this, we're going to add 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. So once you get the baking powder in, we're going to go ahead and stir that up a bit. And then next you're going to add 1½ teaspoons of baking soda. So dump that in and then mix again. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. So once that's in, mix one more time. Just want to make sure that all these ingredients get separated and mixed through the way they should be. And then once this is all completed, we're going to move to a second bowl for our wet ingredients. So we're starting out with a cup of milk. This is just regular whole milk. And then we're going to add 2 large eggs to it. And we're going to beat this with a mixer so that way we really get these incorporated together before we add anything else. And once they're really mixed through, we're going to add 1/2 cup of butter, which has been softened in the microwave, and then continue to mix. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and mix again. And that pretty much is your wet ingredients that are going to go into this cake. So go ahead and just mix it up really quickly. And then we're going to move on because we're going to have 1/3 cup of chocolate. Now mine is like regular straight out Belgian chocolate you can get in the store. You can get dark chocolate, whatever you want to, but we want to melt this in the microwave. And then we're going to add it into the dry mix before we add anything else to it. And once that's done, we'll get ready to add the wet mix in too. Now once you get this scraped out of your bowl, you don't really have to mix it that much because like I said, we're going to add the wet mix right in on top of it. And we're going to mix this for about 2 minutes because we want this to really mix through using our mixer. We're going to get everything pulled together here. Now one weird thing that we're going to do to this is we're going to add a cup of boiling water to this. And it's going to make this mix a little thin, but it bakes up really well. So don't worry about that part. Just make sure that you have the means of getting your water hot like in a microwave and just get it in there without burning yourself. But it actually makes such a great cake when you add this to it. It's just amazing. So once you get this completely mixed through, it's the water I'm going to use. I'm going to stick that in the microwave and I'm going to bring it back boiling hot and pour it in. And there we go. And as you can see from that steam, it was hot. So go ahead and mix this more just to make sure that everything is included. Like we want to get that water really into the cake mix we already had in the bowl. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit wet. So, but that's okay because that's what we know it's going to be like. But when it bakes up, you know, and I was really skeptical about this the first time I heard about doing it, but it really does work. So I'm going to get this going here. Make sure that you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees. Like I said, 30 to 35 minutes bake time on this, and prepare 2 9-inch baking pans for this, which I'm going to spray the bottom and I'm going to sprinkle a little cocoa through there just to make sure it doesn't stick. And then we're going to divvy this up into the 2 of these equally because we want all the batter used equally between the 2 pans. So once they're coated with the cocoa powder and everything is set up and ready to go, we're going to go ahead and divvy these up. So the good thing about this being a thin mix here is it pours out really easily, so it's easy to divvy this up. And when these are done and completely set up properly, They're going to go in the oven, like I said, 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. You might want to check those around 30 minutes to see how they're doing. And then they're going to actually go into the oven, bake, and when they come back, we're going to send them on some wire pans or something like wire racks to raise them up to let them cool down. And this is the stuff that's going to be used to make the icing. And as you can see, it's not really that many ingredients here, but it turns out amazing icing for your cake. So really not hard to work with here. You will, however, have to melt that butter down before you use it. So we're going to start out with a half a cup, which is 1 stick of melted butter, then 1 teaspoon of vanilla, then 2/3 of a cup of cocoa. And then we're going to mix this with a spatula. Now, left over here, you have 3 cups of powdered sugar, and then you have some milk, which is 1/3 of a cup. We're going to alternate the milk and the powdered sugar going into this until we mix it up really well and it's really creamy and really smooth. You don't want to pour them all in at the same time. So just start with a little of each and then work your way through. So I say start with a little bit of the milk, maybe like 1/3 of it, and just go ahead and work that into what was already in your bowl. And then bring in some powdered sugar once you get this incorporated and just alternate it until you get it all in there. And it will blend in really well. It's just one of these things. You don't even need a mixer for this. You can do it with a spatula. So go ahead and mix it through. And as you can see, it starts to work together really easily. It's not a hard thing to do here. You just have to alternate it so that way when you're putting the milk in, it gives it enough moisture to actually pull in the powdered sugar. But as you can see, this is working really well here. Now, a reminder as you're going along, scrape the sides of your bowl so that way you don't end up with extra pieces on the side mixing in at the end when you go to take this out. The best thing about this is the powdered sugar is really easy to work with, because you would think it wouldn't work and blend in, but it really does do a good job. Now by the time you're done with this, there is more than enough here to ice this cake, and this is a decently large cake too. You see I'm putting the rest of my milk in here, and then in a second I'm going to bring in the rest of the powdered sugar. But this has the best taste, and putting it on the cake, which the cake itself is amazing tasting, but to add this icing to it just sets it off. It's just really wonderful. This is something really great if you had like a special occasion to make for somebody, or you know, a birthday or whatever you want to make it. It's just a wonderful thing to do for someone because it tastes so good. They know that you actually made this at home because there's a lot of effort put into this, because this tastes nothing like a box. Let me tell you, this is the real deal. They know you made it from scratch. So go ahead, keep moving this around in the bowl until we get all of the icing and everything mixed together and that there is no more powdered sugar totally on the sides. And when you're done, it'll look a lot like this. And this is ready to be used. And at this point, if your cake is already out and set and cooled, you'll be ready to ice. Just make sure that when that cake comes out, you give it a good half an hour or so to cool down. And once you get it outside of the pan, you definitely want to let it cool for a few minutes longer, just to make sure, because if you put the icing on top and it's hot, it's going to melt off. But this is my 2 layers of cake right here, and I'm icing the top of it. And this is just easy to do. It tastes so great, and I'm going to tell you, this is a wonderful thing to make. It takes a few minutes, but it really tastes wonderful in a way that this is real chocolate. It's made from scratch, and it tastes like you put effort into it. Not like making a box mix, which tastes like a box mix and kind of greasy and kind of not nice. This is a wonderful thing to eat, and this is what mine looked like, and I gotta tell you, this was just a joy, and I think you just might like it. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out the Southern Mountain Kitchen website, where you can get a free recipe, check out the cookbooks available from the Southern Mountain Kitchen, and if you'd like to, you could order a cookbook at a discounted price, cheaper than Amazon, with shipping that is also cheaper than Amazon. So if you get a chance, check it out, and I hope you have a great day.